بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه ومن استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين سلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to another episode of our series Verse of the Day. Inshallah, today we will look at two verses but mainly focus on one verse. These two verses are in Surah Ala, the second and the third verse. And the second verse, Allah said, Allazi khalaqa fasawwa. Allazi, he is the one, khalaqa, who created, fasawwa, and he balanced out, he evened out. What does that mean? Inshallah, we will look at a similar verse who will go deeper into explanation. That is in Surah Infitar, where Allah say, what on the seventh verse, Allah say, Allazi khalaqaka fasawwaka fa'adalak. We will look at that later, inshallah. But as of today, on the third verse, after saying Allazi khalaqa fasawwa, the third verse, he said what? He said, Wallazi qaddara fahada. We have to take a look at these two words, qaddara and fahada. So there's two words. When he say qaddara, it means he evened everything out. He planned everything out. He wrote everything out. For us to understand this, before the creation of everything, he created a pen, and he told this pen to write everything in a book that he has under his throne. So then he created the pen. He told the pen to write from the beginning to the end of the universe, beginning till the end of everything, every small detail he had written out. The number of air, like the quantity of air we will breathe from our birth to our death, the things that we would like, the number of times we will look at things, everything he wrote out. So that's where we have faqaddara. Okay? And then qaddara, we have fahada, and he guided. What does that mean? He wrote everything, allazi qaddara fahada, and he guided everything. So one may ask, if Allah had already written everything out, then why is it my fault if I don't pray if Allah had already written it? Why is it my fault if I steal? Why is it my fault if I lie? Why is it my fault if I listen to music, if I go clubbing, if I commit zina? Why is it my fault? Allah had already destined it. He had written it. What we have to understand is this. When our father Adam was created, Allah told the angels before his creation, I'm going to create a vicegerent, someone who will look out the earth, like who will be the leader on the earth, way before the creation of Adam, way before his creation. Allah told the angels that he is going to create someone who's going to be on the earth. The angels asked, are you going to create someone who's going down to the earth and he's going to destroy everything? He's going to kill, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, disobey you? We will not go into details to that because there's another series for that. But what I want us to understand is this. After Adam was created, and then our mother Hawa came along, and then, like, to make the story short, when they ate from the apple, Allah told them, you have disobeyed and you are going down to the earth. Now, Adam could have just said, Allah, I know this. Since before you created me, you told the angels, so why are you blaming me for this? It's not my fault. It's just like to say it's Allah's fault. So Iblis, that's what he did. When he made a mistake, he did not accept and take the responsibility on him. But our father and our mother, Adam and Hawa, what they did is just ask Allah for forgiveness. Allah, we made a mistake. You know, we had planned everything out, but we made a mistake from our part. Please forgive us. And then it was finished. You know, so what we have to understand, when he said qaddara, he created everything out. Fahada, he guided. He did not only create without guidance, he guided. So what does that mean? For us to understand, let's take an example of a car. You know, like if we take a house, the person who designed the house is not the one who built the house. A person who like write the producer of a movie is not the one who plays in the movie. The one who designed the car is not the one who makes the car. So let's say if Allah came to us, He had designed beautifully a car. He hands us out that design. He tells us, here's the design, make the car. Let's say if we are a little, like we know a little bit about making cars. You know, we go to him, we say, what do we have to do? He say, make this car. He hands us the document or the video or however he wants the car to be made. We take that, we come, we start making the car. You know what he will do? He will just control us and say, okay, you know, you're making a mistake here, you're making a mistake there. When we don't understand something, we ask him, Allah, yeah, you know, I don't understand this part. How can I make this? He guides us. That's why he say, qaddara fahada. He tells us, he handed us the document, how we should live our lives, but he stays back and watch us. When we make a mistake, we run back to him and ask us to guide us. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim 5 times a day. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. Guide us on the right path. It's because we are conscious, or we should be conscious, that we will keep making mistakes, but we have to run back to him and ask him to guide us. As the designer is there, you know, the person who's working, the mechanic who's making the car, he has to keep constantly go back to the designer and ask for details. Like, okay, I don't understand this part. What should I do here? How should I make this? That's why he said, qaddara fahada. He designed the life for us, but we are the one responsible for executing that. Because if the designer make the most beautiful design of a car and the mechanic given that design, doesn't make it, there'll be no point of it. Because if they say in 2 years you have to make this car, the designer come and give the mechanic the car that he designed, he made everything, and then he give it to him. That guy just sits back and doesn't do anything. When the 2 years end, there'll be problem. Because the guy will come back and say, where's the car? The other one will be, I didn't make the car. The same way for us. Allah guided us, like he planned everything out for us, how we should live, what we should do. When the baby is born, who teaches the baby where to find milk? As soon as the mother takes the baby, he suckles the milk. You see that like the small animals, like the small birds, as soon as they come to earth, they walk a little bit and they know how to fly. Who taught them how to fly? Faqaddara. Qaddara fahada. So we have to know Allah planned everything out for us, but we have to make a decision to execute what he planned out. We are the mechanics. The designer is Allah. He designed the most beautiful car, which is our life. He designed the most beautiful life for us. He handed it us. You know, he given us the Quran, how we should live. He given us the example of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how to live. But if we don't execute, it is entirely our responsibility. It is entirely our fault wherever we're going to end the day of judgment. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.